Um. Well, welcome everybody to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. In this episode, we're gonna review Barry season 4, episode 1 to 2. Everybody, just a side note: beware of spoilers. We have a lot to say about it. One of my favorite shows thus far, so definitely check out this series. Dylan, you're a newcomer to Barry.
I am.
Let's start with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I only recently got into Barry, so this is really all new to me. But Bill Hader, wow, what a range of an actor. I think I'm just so used to, him being such a comedic performer. To see him in this kind of role, it's very surreal. The show feels very, very abstract and very, I don't know. There's something about it. It's like it makes you look at the finer details, and it makes you actually pay attention to the acting. Because well, especially me, because I didn't watch the previous 3 seasons, so I had to piece together certain aspects. But there's so many moments where it's really dark, but then it jumps to very comedic moments, and it's really funny. But I know you're a huge follower of this series. What did you think of this new season?
Yeah, I think each season they do a lot of cool stuff with the camera work. I feel like some moments in this felt very Hitchcockian in the sense of just setting up the scenes and the way how you just let the camera pander on something for a while. And then we see a lot of pseudo dream sequences or recollection of some memories. I thought that was really interesting. I wonder if they're going to play with the theme of trauma. I know in the other seasons it was Barry's trying to escape from the cycle of death. He wants to escape that, but he can't. He's always trapped by it. So I think it's really symbolic that he's in prison and he's trapped in just with his thoughts. And we also see a lot of people have their games that they want to play just to break out Barry. It's really, I'm so stressed because I don't want anything to be screwed up for Barry. I find it really funny that that everyone is going to try to either break him out or get him a deal or try to do something else. But who's also interesting in this is actually Sally. I think Sally, I actually really feel sorry for Sally because she seems like she doesn't know how to cope with her situation, but at the same time too, it's like she still has love for Barry. So I think that's really complex, and the way how the series is, probably something traumatic later on will happen, and she'll probably help out. I wonder if it's going to be a kind of sort of Bonnie and Clyde situation.
Well, she said when she was talking to him at the prison, she said it was kind of like a Freudian slip, she felt safe with him or something. Yeah. Maybe it's because she feels he's the only real security that she's had. I mean, I saw in the recap, she had this thing where somebody leaked a video of her. It was her agent or some shit.
Right.
And it seems like her parents really don't understand her that well. So maybe Barry was the only one that could really see her for her. Right.
Right. And it's really interesting because she's an actress, and actors want to be in the spotlight, but, in a good light. And no one's really paying attention to her. And in the past, people paid more attention to Barry. And I find it also interesting because there's this notion where serial killers or hitman, because he's hitman, whatever you want to call it, they want to be noticed somehow. And so I always thought that was really interesting that he's trying to become an actor. So I think that helped bring this conundrum of, well, how can I escape death? Because in a way, he's still seeking attention from people, and he has a dark past. So how can you really, the light will shine the way. I said that, yeah, that's cheesy, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah, well, his character kind of reminds me of Penn Badgley's character from You. It's he's this very damaged character, but it just seems like everybody around him is even worse. It feels like everybody is trying to use this story of him getting arrested as kind of exploitation for media or something, or for a larger angle, we see with Cosino, right? He's trying to get this big Vanity Fair deal.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's what I'm saying. There's so many ways now that Barry could get out of prison, because they mentioned that if somebody does this article with what was a Vanity Fair, that it will actually help Barry's case. And it's Gene can't escape the fact that he's kind of like a has-been, and he really wants to be back in the action. So it's really interesting that he's so stricken by Janice's death, but yet he still has his own motivations at the end of the day. So I think we're all left to our own devices, and sometimes those devices can be quite poisonous.
Right.
And so that's why I really think, like, I don't know, I'm really interested because, again, each episode's 30 minutes. I'm guessing the next episode will be really like tense. Because I wonder if the things will come at play where, like, oh, we're going to get Barry out. Because it's the last season too. And again, each episode's 30 minutes. So you kind of have to be really fragile with how you approach that.
Yeah, that was so funny when, what's his name? Hank, he was like so pro, like, let's get Barry out. And then as soon as he gets the phone call from the friend in jail, I was like, oh, fuck, now they're going to have to kill him again.
We have to kill Barry.
I thought that
that's really interesting.
The whole, what was it? Dave and Buster's meeting was so funny too.
I know, that's like us in your like birthday party that one time.
It was like a Denny's meet and greet with a Boko Haram or something.
Hey, the KKK. Yeah. It was like completely like so weird, random. Just complete weird. Yeah, I know, that was so funny, and it's so interesting. I love how the writing is. It's so hilarious, but yeah, it kind of seems feasible that, like, yeah, sand is scarce, and we need to sell sand. So, I mean, everybody's trying to somehow better themselves, but that's what I love about the show. People better themselves, but in the wrong way. They think they're going down the right path, but it actually isn't. That was really hilarious. And again, there's not much to go off of because, again, we just have episode 1 and 2, and together it's like 60 minutes. But for the most part, if you guys are wondering, yeah, it's still, as you Gen Zers say, it still slaps, bro. It's still fire. You know?
I have no association with this man.
Right. It shuts off camera. I mean, and again, Bill Hader is great as Barry. So many intense moments that we see here. And my goodness, I can't wait for the rest of the episodes. I wonder who's going to die. Because that's like a big thing, though. Like, it shocks me. This show reminds me of the show Mr. In Between. You guys should check it out on Hulu. It's very one of those shows where it's like abstract but yet intense.
Do you believe that this will be the final season for this show?
It is the final season. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got a lot of catching up to do.
yeah, but it's fast.
Yeah, these are really like quick, digestible episodes. So I will say that I was really. I mean, I kind of like, pieced together like what was going on. I mean, I read the synopsis too. So, but yeah, how would you rate these 2 episodes?
Oh, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I love Barry. Not being biased here, I think they basically hit their mark with these 2 episodes. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see more. And we're going to do episode by episode reviews every week after Succession, so you guys can expect that. But what would you rate this?
They both get 9 out of 10 for me. I can't wait to, catch up and then watch the rest of the season. Then, yeah, I mean, I know you love this show so much, so I can't wait to hear your reactions as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching our review for episodes 1 and 2 of Barry season 4. Am I getting that right? I know I mess up sometimes.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, check that out. Also, check out our other HBO special, Succession. We're covering that episode by episode every week. Check out our other reviews. We have plenty of content. We're so busy this month, guys. Thank you to all our new subscribers. We can't do this without you. Take it away, Akram.
Yeah, guys, my goodness. I have a video essay supposed to come out this month. I'm working on it right now, so you can expect that. It's from 28 Days Later. Really exciting stuff. And yeah, so we got some more movie reviews coming. We're going to do Evil Dead Rise. Ooh. And we're trying to network a little bit. We're up and comers, but we're really trying to get in there. And we want to provide for you great content all around. So we're dedicated, guys, so stick with us. But as always, Dylan, say your thing.
Thanks for having lunch with us, guys.